Yeah, I was actually just listening to a couple songs myself. I mean, you hear people playing it all the time, especially today. A lot of people playing some Beach Boys songs, really remembering Brian Wilson. Condolences pouring in from all over for this loss that we're hearing about today from his family, from his children. Brian Wilson, of course, known for transforming the genre of pop, as well as songwriting, the way albums are produced. And a lot of artists throughout the decades have really looked up to Brian Wilson and have inspired to be just like him. You can see on his website a lot of people like Freddie Mercury, for example, John Lennon, a number, countless artists throughout the decades really talking about how Brian Wilson inspired them and the way they write music themselves. So really, we're learning a little bit more about this today. We don't have a lot of details. As I mentioned, his children released a statement today saying that he died at the age of 82. He's passed away, and they're now asking for privacy, but again, acknowledging that the world is really grieving because obviously the legacy that Brian Wilson leaves behind is enormous. And we've been speaking with a lot of people within the industry talking about that legacy, including music commentator Eric Alper, who was talking today about that songwriting and the passion that Brian Wilson really had for staying in the studio almost all the time. Here's more what he had to say.
Wouldn't It Be Nice is one of those songs that it's a perfect love song for prom night, but when you listen to it a little bit more, there's a lot of aching underneath. There's so many songs that coincidentally that, you know, when it's gorgeous outside, that reminds you of summer. But you listen a little bit deeper and there's a little bit of a frustration there. There's a little bit of lack of love. There's a little bit of heartache in most of his music, which is astonishing considering that, you know, the Beach Boys started off with songs about surfing in cars and high school dances.
Have been under a court-ordered conservatorship since the beginning of last year when his wife passed away. But at this point, as you can see from the statement, Phil and Bakari, we're not learning a lot more about the cause of death or when or where it happened, but his children saying that they're asking for privacy at this time. Back to you.
Okay, joining us live from the newsroom, CP24's Lindsay Biscaia. Lindsay, thank you very much.